Hey there guys, how are ya? So welcome back to some more Wes Craven reviews. I promise you guys I'll do more of these, so let's get on to it. So, in this Wes Craven review, we are going to be reviewing Shocker, directed by Wes Craven. Yeah, so Shocker is pretty much about this man who is a serial killer, and his name is Horace Pinker. And so he murdered at least 30 people, but when he eventually gets caught by the police, the authority decides to execute him to the electric chair and pretty much give him the death sentence. And so when he comes back to life after getting the death sentence, after getting executed, he comes back as this powerful electric prime suspect. And so he can switch through different bodies and possess them, and he can go through any kind of electronic device like televisions, lamps, and plugs, anything electric this guy can go through, and there's literally no way to stop him unless you kill every single power. And it's all up to Jonathan, the main protagonist, who is having all these nightmares about Horace Pinker, like killing his family and stuff. And it's really up to him to figure out a way to kill all the power so that Horace Pinker can be wiped out and be just gone for good. So yeah, so Wes Craven did a really good job directing this movie, I thought. It's a really cool, unique idea that I really don't think has ever been done before. Before this movie came out back in 1989, I don't think this idea has ever been done before. I mean, it's about a guy who is a serial killer, and he gets powers from electric, and he's pretty much unstoppable unless you kill all the power, and then he's pretty much useless after that. It's a really cool and iconic idea, and I really do think that Wes did a great job with it. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I do think it's a really good one. I do think it's a really good horror film, and I don't think it's by any means scary, but it is kind of creepy in a sense when Horace Pinker, he's kind of creepy when he does these kind of weird kind of grins and stuff. It's kind of it's kind of creepy in a way when he does these grins and stuff. I'll probably show you a picture somewhere. But yeah, when he does those grins, it really kind of creeps me out a bit. Like, he gets these electrical powers, and he becomes even more powerful, and he's pretty much unstoppable at this point. Unless you kill the power, which Jonathan attempts to do, but fails at it. But he keeps trying, and he eventually gets there. And yeah, I mean, he has really good performances. The guy that played Jonathan, Peter Berg, he did a really good job in this movie. I thought he gave a really good performance. And also really liked Allison. Was really good in this movie too. She was a really big part of this movie. And the girl that played her, I think her name is Camille Cooper. Yeah, I think Camille Cooper did a really good job playing Allison. It's really up to Jonathan to, he's the only guy who knows how to stop Horace Pinker. Mitch, I forget the guy's last name, but he played Horace Pinker flawlessly, I thought. He did a really, really good job in here. Spoiler alert, his girlfriend, Allison, she gets murdered by Horace Pinker, and so he gets really upset, and to the point where he has to control himself, because he really wants to destroy Horace. That's pretty graphic, and yeah, there's some pretty graphic scenes in here. There's some really gory bits, and yeah, and I have to say though, every time that Horace does that grin of his, it really kind of creeps me out a bit. Whenever that guy does that grin, it really I kind of lose my stuff. His girlfriend Allison was the love of his life, and now she's gone, and she's pretty much a ghost now. Yeah, he was, of course, Jonathan's girlfriend. Now, but the biggest negative I can really say about this film, the fact that, it's very dated as far as its effects. There's very noticeable, green screen in here, and, or maybe blue screen. I'm not sure what kind of screen it is, but it's probably blue screen or green screen, because, back then they did use blue screen as well. The effects didn't really age well at all. They're very noticeable, especially when you watch the movie now on Blu-ray. It's very, very noticeable. You can see. So for that reason, I mean, it really kind of hurted my grade a bit. I'll say that Wes Craven did a really good job directing it, and I do think it's a really good horror film, and I would recommend seeing it if you haven't. But because of the dated effects and I mean, it does have really good acting. Don't get me wrong; it does have a really good script, and it's really unique. But but overall, I'm gonna have to give Shocker a B. So yes, like I said, it does have really good performances by the character Allison and by the character Jonathan, and as well as the main prime suspect, which is of course Horace Pinker. All of these actors and actresses, they do a really good job, like in their roles, but it needed a little bit more future proofing as far as the effects go. So yes, what did you guys think of Shocker? Did you enjoy Shocker? Did you guys think that it's a really unique plot? What do you guys think of Shocker? Just let me know in the comments down below. So thank you very much for supporting my channel, guys. It really does mean a lot. Take it easy, guys, and take care, everyone.